You ever meet someone and they say all the right things, but something just feels off? Like they're showing you the front of a store that looks super clean, but the back room's on fire? Yeah, that's what most people call connection these days. Cute, polished, empty. And look, I'm not here to roast your situationship or that one friend who trauma dumps, but disappears when you need help. I'm here to talk about you, the version of you that craves something real, but maybe forgot what that even means. The part of you that wants to be seen, like soul naked scene. But every time someone gets close, you either overshare too fast or emotionally dip like you're in a CIA witness program. Emotional intimacy, my friend. That's what this is about. Not just sex, not just vulnerability porn, not fake deep convos where y'all talk about childhood wounds, just to feel like something's happening. I'm talking about the kind of emotional closeness that makes your nervous system go finally, the kind that doesn't leave you more lonely the next day. You want to know the secret? It's ugly, it's boring, it's terrifying, and most people avoid it their entire lives. But if you get it, if you really get it, you can build a bond with anyone, not just lovers, friends, family, strangers even. So let's go there, all the way in. Gloves off, masks off, no bullshit. Here's the first uncomfortable truth. Most people don't want intimacy. They want familiarity. And you know what's familiar? Dysfunction, performance, fixing people so you don't have to fix yourself. Let me tell you about my boy Aaron. Now, Aaron's one of those guys who can charm a brick wall. Funny, smart, looks like he was genetically designed in a Netflix lab to play the hot guy in season 1. But this man couldn't keep a relationship past 6 months if his life depended on it. Why? Because the second a woman got too close, he'd do this cute little dance, pull away, start nitpicking, say she's too emotional, too available. Meanwhile, he's out here begging the universe for a real connection. One night, we're drunk on a rooftop at 2 a.m., and I ask him, like really ask him, why do you keep running from the thing you say you want? And bro just breaks. Starts telling me about how his mom used to blow up at him for crying when he was a kid, like scream at him. And somewhere along the way, he decided closeness equals chaos. So now, every time someone sees him for real, it feels like danger, like a trap. That's the thing. Intimacy will trigger every part of you that was punished for being soft. Every wall you built to survive will start shaking. And if you don't know what to do with that, you'll sabotage, you'll ghost, you'll pick someone emotionally unavailable just to stay safe. And then you'll call it bad luck. But it's not luck, it's fear. Now let's flip it. Let's talk about you. You ever feel like no one really knows you? Like you could disappear for a week and nobody would really notice? That quiet ache you carry around, like you're in a room full of people but somehow still alone? That's not because you're unlovable. It's because you're hiding. Not on purpose, not in a villainy way, but because sometimes, somewhere, someone taught you that your truth was too much, too sad, too intense, too weird. So now you give people a watered down version of you, the digestible version, the version that doesn't make waves. But here's the problem. If you're only ever half showing up, the love you get will only ever touch half of you. You'll keep thinking you're not enough when really, it's just that no one's met all of you. And they can't if you won't let them. Want to know how I learned that the hard way? Story time. There was this girl. Let's call her Lena. We met at this weird poetry night in a basement that smelled like wet books and existential dread. She had this laugh that made you forget your name. First few weeks, we clicked hard. Late night talks, shared playlists, the whole are we twin souls or is this just trauma bonding package? But here's the catch. I never let her see me. I told her stories, made her laugh, slept next to her. But I didn't let her in. Not really. I'd change the subject when she asked about my dad. I'd crack a joke instead of telling her I was scared. And she stayed for a while. Until one night she said something that cracked me in half. She said, I feel like I'm in love with a version of you curated. Like I'm dating the trailer, but the movie's locked in a vault. Oof. Gut punch. She left, and I deserved it. Because you can't build intimacy on performance. You have to be known, fully, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands sweat when you talk, even if you cry in the middle of the sentence. So, what's the actual secret then? How do you build emotional intimacy with anyone? It starts with safety, not fireworks, not chemistry. Safety. Do they feel safe with you? Do you feel safe with them? That's the soil. Without it, nothing grows. And safety isn't just they don't yell at me. It's can I bring my truth here and not be punished? Can I be wrong here and still be loved? Can I say I'm scared and not be abandoned? That's emotional safety. And it's rare because most people are still performing, still guarding, still trying to win instead of connect. The second ingredient, presence. Like actually being there, not nodding while waiting for your turn to talk, not texting 3 people while someone's crying in front of you. Real, uncomfortable, soul level presence. You want to connect? Listen, not to respond, to witness. Let people be messy in front of you without fixing them. Let yourself be messy too. Cry ugly, laugh too loud, say the wrong thing, and then stay to clean it up. That's intimacy. Third thing, consistency. The small, boring stuff. Showing up, checking in, keeping your word. Intimacy isn't built in grand gestures. It's built in 100 tiny choices to care, not just when it's convenient, but when it matters, when it's hard, when you're tired, when they're being difficult. That's what makes people trust you. That's what makes people feel safe to open. Anyone can love the best parts of you. Real intimacy happens when someone sees the worst and doesn't flinch. And here's the twist. Emotional intimacy is not about being the same. It's not about perfect compatibility. It's about courage. The courage to stay, to ask the uncomfortable questions, to sit in silence when the words won't come, to say, I'm scared, but I'm here. That's how you build it. Not overnight, not through some magic phrase, but through real, raw, slow burning honesty. And yeah, sometimes it won't be reciprocated. Sometimes you'll open up and they'll freeze, or leave, or change the subject to TikTok drama. That hurts. But don't let it make you bitter. Let it make you better. Your honesty is a filter. The ones who can meet you will stay. The ones who can't will reveal themselves. And that's a gift. You want to know if you're building emotional intimacy or just trauma bonding in a cute outfit? Ask yourself this. Do I feel more myself around them or less? Do I feel expanded or shrunken? Does this connection challenge me to grow or does it let me hide? The answers will sting, but they'll also save you. Listen, I don't know who hurt you. I don't know what silence you've had to carry, but I know this. Your softness is not a liability. Your need to connect is not weakness. You're not too much for the right people. You just got to stop handing your soul to folks who only know how to hold surfaces. And if you've been that person, the one who runs when things get deep, the one who stays surface level because you think it's safer, it's not too late. It's never too late to learn how to stay, to unlearn the lies, to build new patterns. Start with one real conversation, one brave sentence, one moment where you don't edit yourself. That's how it begins, because at the end of the day, love isn't just about hearts and flowers and shared Spotify playlists. It's about this quiet question. Can I fall apart in front of you and still be held? If the answer's yes, you found something rare. Protect it. Nurture it. Don't run. Don't hide. Be there. And if you haven't found it yet, start with you. Show up for yourself the way you want someone else to. Build that safety inside. Because the deeper you go with yourself, the deeper you can go with anyone. You still listening? Good. Because I need you to hear this last part. You're not broken. You're not too late. And there are people out there, maybe even listening to this right now, who've been waiting for someone like you to go first. So go first. Say the thing. Be the one who stays. Let them see you. All of you. Maybe that's the only way we save each other.